Greetings everyone. This is me, Zara Bizarre, here to correct myself. So let me just first check about. Okay, I'm here live, and it's all working. Okay, this is going to be a very short live stream. Actually, I was saying that why hasn't Allah given us what Allah means? What is the origin of Allah? The word Allah, the name of God. So here I found out in Surah Sa'd it says, um, which ayat is this of Surah Sa'd? Just checking. Oh, fourth ayat. And they wonder that there has come to them a warner from among themselves, and the disbelievers say, sorry, no, not this one. Where is it? Has made gods. Fifth verse in Surah Sad. I'm actually very tired, but I'm also very scared. You know, this when I read the Quran ayats, I get very scared. So I question God and all this on that. Like human beings, did they need to be so scared, threatened, you know, of the fire? Otherwise, we would not correct ourselves or be this scared to come here even when tired, very knackered. But I guess we are, God knows what we are made of, and how like we become so terrible, right, to have God threaten us and scare us. Anyhow, that question I've put forth to God. So I get very scared. This is very at times I'm giving my opinion now. I just feel it's very unhealthy for a person who's not well and gets scared. So I'm not well versed in the Quran ayats, and I forget Quran ayats also, and I am forgetful of other things due to my condition, right? So since this is a very serious matter about this Quran, I have to come for a little thing even when I realize that I've made a mistake and correct myself. So in Surah Sa'd, verse 5, it says, has he made the gods only one God? Indeed, this is a curious thing. So, has he made the gods, Al-Ali Hatta, the gods, and then one God, and then again it says one God. So, Ilah, Ilahan comes from the root word, I guess, Ilah, which means one. And then again he's put one, Wahidan. So, I don't understand, but anyways, Ilah, here the translation is one God. And then again it says one God. So this means that, well, I just have to read and explain it through the Quran ayats, and what they've given me here, Quran.com, is one God. And then again one God. Wahidan. So one God into one God into one God, Wahidan. So it doesn't make sense to me, but still I'm very scared, right? Anyhow, just had to make this correction here. So Ilah means one God. But then God repeats himself and says Wahidan, meaning one. So this is quite strange, but anyways, maybe Ilah. Now I have to um, guesswork. So let's see the translations here. Has he made the gods all into one Allah? Truly, this is a wonderful thing. They're sarcastic. Has he made the Aliha gods all into one Illah? God, Allah, the God, maybe. One Illah. Illah, Illah could mean God, and then one Wahidan. Verily, this is a curious thing. And the eminent among them went forth, saying, continue and be patient over the defense of your gods. Indeed, this is a thing intended, your gods. Ali Hatikum. So this is so he like here it does come that this one God, and maybe I don't know what this repetition is. If Illah means one God, then there should not have been another, Wahid. The word Wahid means one in Arabic, right? So how come they've put like one God and one God again? So I don't know really, but you know, just pointing it out again that see how unsure and yet so scared. And another thing was that okay, so this I correct myself, whatever it means, like one God, and then again, why then one God? If Allah is one God, then you should not put one again in Arabic, right? So there's a no one. I'm not saying anything much here because I don't know, right? I can't tell. I'm confused about this. Uh, Anything else here? No, I don't. Sahad. Okay, now just the eminent among them went forth to continue and be patient over your gods. And then we have not heard of this in the latest religion. This is not but a fabrication. God knows what this is. So I was on Sahil Bai's live stream last night, and there were many things. I didn't quite get Adam Seeker at one time about the Ahl Zikr, people of the book, or something he was saying. But it also says scriptures. They were given the scriptures. Suhufi in Al Imran. Another thing is that some of these ex-Muslims they abuse, and so giving a bad name or a bad impression to the ex-Muslims. However, I still feel that by abusing, we are even if the ex-Muslims now abuse, uh, uh, the thing is that they are better than killing people. I hope they don't reach that stage. This I condemn completely. I'm not with such people, such ex-Muslims. Although we may say that the Muslims in majority, they don't abuse. And the Shias also, what Imam Ali has said, that if someone abuses you, just bow your head and the abuse will miss you. You know, those abusive words will miss you. It's, I think, I read it in maybe um, in Dawn newspaper, like in Karachi, Pakistani newspaper. They used to give the sayings of Imam Ali, or in Najul Balagha. Most probably in Najul Balagha also. Then made it dark degrees. Where am I now? I'll make Surah Ala. This is the surah that came in my dream. I had the Quran in my lap. So that's why I know the surah quite well. No, but you prefer the present life. So ex-Muslims like Adam Seeker and some, that day I said, Malij. I even found her video, and she was abusing, and I said, I salute you, right? This doesn't mean I don't condemn the abuse, but that, you know, it's better than meting out punishments, such terrible punishments, to people who sin, those who have meted out, the Muslims who have given such punishments for stealing, cutting of hands, and all. And I think they are better. So sometimes it happens that we have lost it. Like, I've been brought up in Pakistan mostly, and learned a lot of bad words there. And then in my weakness, I realized that when my head was like meshed, it felt, and like I was being attacked by devils and all this. Even though, like, I didn't want to give a bad name to my Shia Islam, my religion, Islam, as a Shia, like I started to abuse, and yet I was wearing hijab and all this, right? And one of my ex friend was saying that where do you go out that you are wearing a hijab and all? So I got taunts from another Muslim, non-Shia friend, ex friend, and things. Like people then start to, even for this day, taunted me. People can do all sorts of things. But I still feel you should not be discouraged by the ex-Muslims' behavior, especially the Pakistanis, like Adam Seeker or Mahalij, right? You should not be discouraged when they abuse excessively. Uh, I can't explain, like, sometimes it's like so frustrating. Now it's too much for us. Huh? Who will enter the great fire? And yet I couldn't. It took a long time to come to this religion sincerely, like put away all the what do you call it, Gane Wane albums, and start to wear a hijab first, the scarf, then probably a ba when I go out. But it was so hot in Pakistan, like it's so humid and all. And sometimes when I just had to go for a shop or something and just wear my shalwar kameez and put the scarf on my head. But that's not a complete proper hijab according to Shias, right? Even my Shia Islam. Okay, I'm putting something in my mouth. I'm really restless and tired. So please bear with me, and sorry about this. So I don't know what Adam Seeker said. Maybe I misheard him about Ahle Zikr, like even the Christians, Jews are called, or they have Zikr revelation. but not like what is the Quran? Is it a book? But then I said, here it says like they were given scriptures, the Ahle Kitab, people of the book, scriptures, scrolls or scriptures. This indeed was in the ancient scrolls. All this is in the earlier scriptures. Whatever these verses say above, it then says in Surah Al, verse 18, indeed this is in the former scriptures or scrolls. This is in the books of the earliest revelation. So many different translations. The scriptures of Abraham and Musa, Moses, wa Musa. Scriptures, Suhufi, Suhufi. So what is Suhufi? Right. So this I have to look more into these ayats and check more about them. Suhufi. So whether actually it saw his it was a long live stream last night, and I got stuck in things like they were saying, and then I do my own here. So I just a little bit mention what I was confused about and stuck on. But I know this much that from the Surah Hashar that Allah was no, Allah should not have broken the homes and all this of the Jews, made cast so much terror into their hearts that eventually they demolished their own houses, broke their own houses, and the believers broke their houses. Like you don't do that. You can just just leave Medina then. And I wonder if the Ismailis say that kitab. What is kitab? So I read about that in Ismaili. Our Imam, Ismaili Imam, is like what is Quran, and is it supposed to be written in written form, or is it supposed to be just memorized by the hearts of the believers? So this I'm confused about. I just read a little bit on this by on Ismaili Net. Ismaili Net. And then you can watch the Dr. Khalil Andani's video on this Ummul Kitab. Oh, sorry. Just so you can read the Khalil. No, sorry, you can watch Khalil Andani's video Ummul Kitab. So is how can Kitab? What is the meaning of Kitab? Is it really the meaning of? Is it meaning book of Kitab? The word Kitab comes from the root. Here it is. So you can read all this Encyclopedia of Ismailism by Mumtaz Ali Tajdeen. Tajdeen, sorry. The word of Ahl means those who occupy with one the same tent. The family inmates, the divine books revealed. Wait, what does it say about kitaba? Word kitab comes from the root word kataba, meaning to write down. The word kitaba occurs in the Quran for the divine books revealed to various prophets. So I thought the Ismaili said that this Quran, this revelation on Muhammad was not supposed to be written down in, and put in a book, like, but God knows, O people of the scripture, you have not of guidance till you observe the Torah and gospel and that which was revealed unto you from your Lord. That which is revealed unto Muhammad from thy Lord is certain to increase the contumacy and disbelief of many of them, but grieve not for the disobeying folk. Surah Maida, 5th chapter of the Quran, ayat 68. The Prophet seems to have never held any grievance against the people of the scripture. The Prophet, excuse, okay, let's just um, bring it forward. What do you call it? Not focus it, but you know, forgetting. Anyhow, huh? I mean, the ones who oppose. Oh, there's so many ayats. Can't say, no, Ismailis, you've got it wrong. In the Quran ayats, those who go against the Prophet Muhammad, who don't believe in him, who oppose him. Wait a minute. The Prophet seems to have never held any grievance against the people of the scripture. Either Mubaylat or Jizya diya. Hmm. The Prophet said excuse me now. The Prophet said he who wrongs a Jew or a Christian will have myself as his accuser on the day of judgment. Yeah. So, I used to joke about this that our Imam and the Ismaili Imam, like the Shia Ismaili Imam, because we're also 12 Shias, I was a Shia, that he holds a very positive view of Islam, a very positive view of Islam. But sorry, I don't agree to this because the Quran ayats are contrary to what it says here, what the Ismailis say here, and what the Imam, let me see, their Imam, with due respect, so I can disagree. When the Imam asks his followers to build bridges between them and others, he wants to use these bridges as a vehicle to transfer the best of their tradition in order to assist in building a healthy society in which they have made their homes. Excuse me. This should be done without fear or apprehension because the Muslims and other people of the book have many things in common. This should be done without fear or apprehension. That's good. At least Imam, has taken this fear out of their smileys and apprehension. Otherwise, I feel so scared. And sorry, my performance is really low now because I've been awake the whole night and it's time to sleep for me. And also, kind of coming close to my time to sleep now. And another thing is that my health is deteriorating. I don't feel very alert at all. I feel kind of, I'm in a daze, but I had to, I'll try my best to come here and, you know, whatever little I can do. Uh, oh, thank you, ismaili.net and I'll get the hub. So I'll do my best. Please just bear with me, okay? And if I make mistakes, I'll come to correct them and myself, So this also and anything else. I cannot talk now properly. So one God. So Allah, if however you may take the Quran ayat, Surah Saad. And I apologize again if I'm not able to explain properly and being confused myself about it, about that ayat I showed you in Surah Saad. But anyways, just take it as one God, one God. Okay, not sure. The Quran ayats are very, like at times, obscure. So, and not clear for us. And then, okay, I've asked God, like, why do you have to scare people so much? Threaten them? You know, why couldn't it be all different for us here on earth, our life on earth? Why do human beings have to fight each other and go, such cunningness and such treachery and sophistry, sophisticated ways of manipulating and hurting each other, lying, like that. So I questioned God for about this recently. Very, very scared. It shouldn't be like this. I shouldn't be scared to ask God, like, what did you mean by this? Or why this? It seems like a mistake to me here. You've made a mistake here. This is not the way to write it. But it can't be my God. It can't be that perfect, absolute God, right? The ayats cannot be from Him. In other verses, I found that I'm quite sure about. So this also I wanted to mention here. And anything else? Any questions? Anyone joining me here? No? Okay, I'll go now. I really have to rest. Sorry about the low performance and mistakes I make. Thank you so much.